fucking lost it. That boy be going hard, like he ain't got no options. You can't even focus on your shit, I got y'all niggas watching. I doubled up on wins, ho, I'm on my second window.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening? I want to welcome you guys to another edition of Dirty Talk. I am your host, Dirty Cuttz, and I'm here with the lovely
BP. What up, what up?
Okay, today is a special day. I'm here with special brother from the Trey folk. I've been knowing him for quite some time, but I actually got to meet this guy here within the past year, and we built a relationship from there. But I can't say that this guy is one of the hardest working guys that I've seen produced out of the Trey in this music industry. None other than my boy Ruckus. Welcome you here today, brother. Want to welcome you today,
Appreciate it. Appreciate that.
We're doing the podcast here at this brother's location, his studio. Where's this? What's the address to this place?
1427 Peters Creek. I don't care if the world had this address. Pull up, we selling everything.
I know that's right.
Pull up.
And I mean, he got it immaculate. I mean, this brother got a barber shop in here. He got a damn playroom. He got a podcast room. He got a damn bonbon room. Yeah, goddamn every room. We lost. But no, man,
It's been a little booming in here, a little bit.
You know what? I hold on before we even go into this, man, because I'm an artist too, and I have an artist eye, man. Who is this artist you got on the wall that's painted all of this?
Man, her name is Marielle. She's from New York, man.
Marielle,
crazy, man.
Shout out to Marielle. You was crazy with it.
Yeah, man. I got a Ye. I got a Tyler the Creator, Jay-Z, Tupac, Gucci. I got a fucking J. Cole, Rihanna. Fucking Rick Ross, Mobb Deep,
the whole
Snoop, yeah, Ice Cube going down the hallway. Yeah, I had to get the whole thing.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So if for you upcoming artists that need some work to get that work in, hit my boy Rick Ruckus up. He'll definitely get you on up in get that work. Come and catch that work. Okay. All right, so man, let's go and get on into it, man. I ain't gonna say what brings you back, but you deserve to be back. So, and we here to what we say, bring your flowers to you on this edition of Dirty Talk. What's up? What's up, bro? What's going on with you?
Just working. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep this shit going. You know when you. You know, in our land, we entrepreneurs, so if you're not pushing yourself, ain't nobody gonna push you. It ain't a check coming at the end of the week. If you come and sit at your desk and don't do shit, you don't do nothing but push some papers and staple some shit, you still get a check.
Right.
Nah, I got to make this shit shake. Because if I don't shake, then shit, I ain't eating. Kids ain't eating. Rent ain't getting paid. You know, all that shit, insurance, all these bills. You know what I'm saying? So I got it down. It ain't no safety net, you know what I mean? So that's what keep me working.
Okay.
Yeah, now this man is a jack of all trades. I don't know if y'all know exactly what all this man does. So just lay that out on the table. What you do as Ricky Ruckus.
Presently.
Damn. All right, so first of all, I'm an artist. I'm a creative. So anything creative, I'm trying to put my hands in it. So I'm a rapper. I'm a writer. I'm a producer. I'm an engineer. I'm a graphic artist. I'm a dad. Mm-hmm. I'm a friend, brother.
He's a fucking slasher. You know what I'm saying? You will slasher your ass.
You know what I'm saying? I edit videos. I do cool ass shit. I'm now a landlord because I'm renting out space to this motherfucker. I do a little construction.
You're a mogul.
Yeah, I take that. I'm a mogul. The money ain't caught up yet.
It's okay.
The work there, but the money ain't caught up.
You gotta be born first.
That's right. That's right.
You can't goddamn feed the baby a steak just yet.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So check it, man. With all that being said, let's kind of let's kind of structure it out a little bit. I want to take it back, man. I want to go and dig on into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it was 95, 96. Yeah, buddy. 95, 96. 102 Jams. 102 Jams had a battle on the radio. And I hear this nigga Rick Ruckus come on that motherfucker and start goddamn leaning in on all these niggas coming.
Man, that shit was real life for me.
So okay, take me to that Rick Rucko. Take me back to 90. What was it? 96?
Yeah, about 96. I think
that's about far enough back.
Yeah. Okay. It was actually 97. I was in 9th grade.
Okay.
Started high school, and before I started battling, you know what I used to do?
What's that?
I had a boombox in my room, and I used to put the tapes in, click record. I used to record Hootie and his name Raw Dog.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know Raw Dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I thought them niggas was the greatest niggas in the world. They used to call them and battle niggas on the 940 roll call. And I used to record them shits and listen to them shits over and over. Hootie Mac and Raw Dog. I thought them niggas was the rawest niggas in the world.
And they called themselves Cold Red.
Yeah, well, Raw Dog went with Cold Red. Raw Dog was by himself, but that nigga used to kill niggas.
Yeah.
Like, it was just ridiculous. So I just really, like, I got it from them. Literally got it from them. You know what I'm saying? With the 102. And I was like, I'm listening to it. I'm like, fuck that. I got to jump in the water. So I got down, called up one time, and boy, that shit ain't stopped. Okay. I treat that shit like a job, nigga.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, well look, so the reason I take it back to that because I was heavy into the hip hop game at that time, and I was also doing my thing. We was look right before that we had the Club Tremors 3. Terry that's
Platinum.
Yeah, Platinum. Well, his dad had owned Neil's at the time, and Neil's also owned that, so Terry took over Tremors 3. And we had formed this group called the Dead End, which it came to a dead end. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it was about 9 of us. We was like a little baby woo and shit. And so we used to throw little parties and stuff. And who the man used to come through, and we used to get down. They used to get up there and battle. I mean, I was seeing who's who then. Yeah. And then it migrated to the radio. Because everybody was in high school, everybody wanted to hear, it was anticipating that whoever got through on the goddamn phone. Yeah. And you could hardly never get through. You know what I'm saying? You had to time that bitch to get through. So whoever got through, we was just like, okay, we want to hear you better goddamn speed hard, goddamn it. Since you done got through, bro. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you had that motherfucker on speed dial or what, bro.
Man, I had a whole team. Nigga, we wait, like, I had a whole shit, man. I had my headphones on, and I had my damn, I had the headphones plugged into the radio, and I would hold the phone, it was cord phone, then I'm holding that motherfucker, so I could hear that shit like a mic, like I'm in the studio. Okay. So when I'm rapping, I could hear myself, and there wouldn't be no feedback. So I had the shit, and I had all my niggas sitting there with their phones ready. Goddamn, as soon as that bitch was over, they called.
Y'all heard the ingenuity in this man.
Now, I was tearing y'all ass up anyway. But my niggas was right there to make sure you ain't had your mama calling, nigga. We was on your ass.
I know that's
right. Yeah. But that shit was ill, man, because I was in school, man. I get come school next day soon. I ain't even got to take my book bag off. Yo, I heard you on the radio last night. It was like a real thing, like, because it wasn't on Instagram and none of that shit now. So, being on the radio, they thought I was the nigga. I was famous in high school. You know? It was cool.
That's what's up. Shout out to Tap One and
Busta Brown, because I was on the one with
Tillian.
I was on the one with
Kyle
Busta.
Waleed.
Waleed Coyote.
There was another nigga who I started with actually was a Big Lip Bandit. Big Lip Bandit is now like he the nigga in Miami.
And on Showdown, I can't forget Showdown.
Yeah.
Showdown, my nigga, man. Showdown plugged me in for real. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, also, So from there, and also I remember this is the early MySpace and YouTube time. You caught a motherfucking interview up in New York.
Yeah. It was wild.
And
my uncle set that up.
okay, how did that come about?
My uncle lived in Connecticut. Set that shit up. 4040 Club had just opened.
Jay-Z shit?
Yeah. Nigga called me like, yo, it was actually my album release. I had dropped the album. He set that shit up. I went up there. I get out the car. They the jump. They playing my shit. It was ill. I don't know who the fuck he knew and how he set it up. I take the eyes, you know what I mean?
Right.
That shit it was ill.
Damn. So, where were you at in your career at that time?
I had really just started recording. Like I had been recording for a while. At other people's studios, but this was like when I just started really recording myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning to mix. Like the albums weren't mixed right, the songs weren't mixed right, but we was just pushing that shit. Anything we do, we putting it out. Press that bitch up on the CD, get it out there to the streets. It ain't gonna do me no good sitting on my computer. So everything I recorded, we was just putting that shit. You know what I mean? That was that time. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that still go today. Whatever you do, you put that shit out. That shit is not helping you. All these whack ass niggas blowing up, man, put that shit out.
Yep.
Put that shit out. You need 5 seconds to be famous.
Yeah.
5 seconds of something that somebody catch on to and retweet that shit or share that shit or you out of there.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
It only take one, so
That's all it takes.
only take one.
Yeah.
Definitely just talking about that. You can lose 1,000,000 times and win one time.
One
Change
time.
your whole family life.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
so from there, you formulated AOG, right?
Yeah, it was kind of in the works around that time. Yeah.
It was in the works.
It was in the works, but we was separate. It was like me, my man Glue Easy, and Bills. We was the Hill Spitters, and then Kenny G, Biggs, and Boo Boo was the DDE, and we was a clique. We brothers. We kicking it all the time. We record, but we didn't have a name, so it was always Hill Spitters DDE, Hill Spitters DDE, and we had to come up with something to make it one. Strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of that shit being, even though we two separate entities, it just made sense to have something together. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so take me to where you guys said, "Hey, let's goddamn come together," and we want a big ass gorilla, goddamn representing us.
We were trying to figure out what's gonna be the name. We rocking, we recording, we getting buzzed. Niggas is pulling up to the shows, they singing the songs. They, hey man, that shit was hard. So we like, yo, we gotta make this shit real. We trying to think of a name, and I actually said it in one of the rhymes, and Biggs was like, that's it. He said, Army of Gorillas, we gonna be AOG. Goddamn, almost what Biggs said went. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, all right, you know what I mean? And I just started working on logos. I was doing graphics at the time. I'm trying to figure out what can it be.
James just played an edit.
Whatever it could be, and came up with this gorilla, and that shit tatted on me. You know?
Well, actually, I thought it was genius, man. You know what I'm saying? And then the way y'all represented too, because y'all was definitely got King Kong and niggas around here. You know what I'm saying? When y'all had y'all explosion.
Yeah.
It
really like the shit came together. It wasn't no like grand scheme or nothing. You know, niggas might.
One of them organic things.
Yeah, it just happened, and I always had this thing in my head. My pops, like my uncles, never had a studio and shit in DC. They down used to move around. You know, Freaknik and all that shit. Them niggas was them niggas. They moving around. They pulling up to everything. And my pops told me one time the story. He was in Miami, and he said he seen a whole bunch of niggas coming down the street, like a whole bunch of niggas dressed in black, and when they got closer, he realized they was marching, like goddamn. And when they got closer, they was saying No Limit Soldiers. It was P now. He said them niggas had like three big ass tour buses and all them niggas in black. And he always stressed to me, boy, power in numbers. He was like, if you think that shit whack, it don't matter. I seen them niggas and I still remember them. That's that was 10 years ago, and I still remember them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I always kept it in my mind. So anytime we went to shows, everybody got shirts. We got shirts. We pulling up, strength in numbers. I want you to see us and respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether you think we whack or not, you gonna respect that it's 20 niggas right here.
And
know what
I mean, it's genius. It's good marketing.
Yeah.
As well.
So let me ask you this: what was the inspiration behind y'all music? Because y'all were very different from a lot of the other local artists that were out.
Our inspiration, like me, Bills and Glue, we was more like the ill spitters. We came up off Clue tapes and Big Mike tapes, like the New York mixtapes, T.Y. Don. We would listen to T.Y. Don D, like they was fabulous. Like they was on Clue. We was listening to them, and that was more of our shit. We was more rapping and all that shit. But Kenny G, Biggs, and Boo Boo, like it was street. You know what I'm saying? We was like the backpack type rap niggas, and they was the street. So I like putting that shit together. I was like, damn, that shit could be perfect. You know what I mean? So like a lot of me, Bills and Glue, a lot of our shit came from really studying rap. You know what I'm saying? Biggs, Boo Boo, and Kenny G, they probably, they're part of the culture, but they weren't sitting studying this shit. Street niggas. It was more like them songs came from how they. That's them. That's how they talk. You know what I'm saying? When they saying something, we damn near in the studio like, boy, that's a song. As soon as the nigga say something, boy, hey, that's a song. Hold on, go record that hook. That's how it was, and this shit it was clicking. You know what I mean? And that's how that shit went.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
One more thing that sets you apart from other rappers in this city is your business. The way that you conduct your business is totally different. Like you brand everything that you own.
Yeah.
So what is your process with that? Like why did you see branding and marketing as such a vital tool coming from Trey 4? And how has it helped?
It definitely because it's like an ecosystem. Like basically the same way I like this studio here. It's a clothing store here. It's a barbershop here. It's a photo studio here. It's a recording studio. So a nigga can walk in and see the clothes and like, oh shit, y'all got a barbershop in here too? And a nigga come in here get a haircut and be like, oh shit, y'all got a studio in here too? So we all helping. His customers bring customers to him and his, you know what I'm saying? So the same way. I'm like, if I got a clothing line and the nigga see the clothing line and then find out about the music, he like, oh shit, you got music too? Oh shit, you do videos too? Oh shit, you got, so everything kind of help each other. So anything I create, I try to make it a circle. And if the circle already going and I create something else, I plug it into the circle so that shit going. So clothes, studio, engineering, recording, rapping, motor, Kenny G, everybody is a part of the circle. Like, so I can say something about this shit and it just connect, everything is moving. Anytime I open my mouth about something, I'm not talking about no bullshit. I'm talking about something that we selling. We selling everything. All this shit for sale.
Yeah.
Got to go.
All this shit for sale. You know what I'm saying?
One-stop shop, baby. One-stop shop. One-stop shop.
Really?
Discount $59.
Everything for sale, bro. I got that shit from Street is it.
Yeah.
Like working there.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Now check it. Now you had the AOG movement, which brought you into contact with street execs.
Nah, that ain't. Nah.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so me as an outsider looking in, all I know is I seen you with AOG, and then the next damn thing you got them doing shit with street execs. Yeah. So you said that didn't come about. So take me to how you did come about.
The shit was like, so we AOG, we running, shit going. I'm thinking like we big fish in a little pond. And I'm thinking like, well, we got to get some. So niggas at the time, niggas was reaching out, like, what you got going on, deal offers, like shit going on. So I'm trying to find the best thing. And a nigga was actually from Winston, moved to Atlanta. And he came up here, seen me and Kenny G perform. He like, yo, y'all niggas hard. I want to be a part of that shit. I can do this. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show me. I'm that type of nigga. So at that time, he good. At that time, it was right before New Year's. So he told me to come down there. Me and my wife went down that jump, and it was New Year's. Oh, the nigga rolled out the red carpet for me. Oh, he rolled out the red carpet.
Okay.
Man, we in the party. We popping bottles. We in the front of the stage. It's Atlanta. I ain't been to Atlanta but one time. I went to Atlanta. I was like, I don't know, maybe 19. We went down there for All-Star Weekend, but it was an in and out thing. I'm young. I can't do nothing now. I'm down here moving. I'm a grown man. I'm like, oh shit, we in the front. We popping bottles. I was like, oh. Took it back to his crib. Nigga got a Bentley outside. Nigga got a Benz outside. Nigga got a Navigator outside. He got a big ass townhouse. I'm like, I'm sold. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to sign nothing. I'm in, you know what I'm saying? So I came back, he pressing me about coming back down there. I'm telling my niggas, boy, it's time. Let's go. And what's funny is right before that, we was talking about, me, Kenny G, and T.Y. was talking about going to Atlanta for like 6 months, renting a house, and just mashing out. Just recording all we want, and just pulling up at these shows and doing whatever we could do.
Damn, that was a smart idea. Why the fuck that didn't happen?
We ain't never do it, because right after that, that's when the dude hit me up. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up moving down there, moving with him, and shit was lit. I'm moving around, I'm recording at all these different studios, I'm pulling up different people, like, I spent mad time with Future, spent mad time with Akon, spent a lot of time with Yin Yang Twins. Like, it was just random as hell.
Okay,
like,
slow up.
It was a lot, man.
Yep.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. Okay. So you said you came back and you was like, okay, my niggas, I seen the motherfucking promise.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Pack your shit, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright? So now, you done got down here with these brothers. Okay. First motherfucker you meet, cool.
The first nigga I met, damn, rest in peace, Trouble. That was the first nigga I met.
Rest in peace, Trouble.
The first nigga I met.
Real dude.
Yeah.
I also met him too.
Yeah, that first nigga I met. It's crazy. I met him at a pool party. I don't know how we got in here, but we finessed. I was just talking about this shit in my story. I think it was
now,
Tyler
the
Perry.
Atlanta pool parties is crazy than the motherfucker. I got one for y'all too, but we ain't gonna go there right now.
But look, this wasn't no ratchet shake your ass pool party. This shit was like
my shit was a little ratchet.
Yeah, ludicrous right there. Goddamn, Sanaa Lathan right there. It was crazy.
Oh wow!
It was like, I think it was Tyler Perry shit. But I know, like, it's 2012. I noticed that there's a nigga over there that's dressed and look like me. Everybody else is looking like this. They suited and booted, but me and this nigga look the same. So I went over there. Hey, how you doing, bro? Hey, goddamn. He was like, oh shit, I'm trouble. Goddamn, blah blah. I told him what I'm doing. He was like, shit, we can go to the studio. We can do the feature, blah blah. I ain't had no studio access yet, so I ain't never get it done. But I went and talked to him because I seen that nigga have some big ass jeans and a big ass t-shirt like I had on.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know, I couldn't go talk to Ludacris. I'm like, boy, I ain't no way in hell I'm finna go talk to this nigga. I got big ass t-shirt on. This nigga got $100,000 worth of jewelry. Boy, I ain't going over there. It's 2012, okay. You know what I'm saying? You know how it was.
So pretty much you was feeling your way around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then you start dealing with street execs.
Yeah, that shit. Street execs came. I moved down there in 2012. I didn't start working in street execs to 2015.
I'm sorry.
I ain't started working in street execs in 2015, 2016. I was in the A for like 4 years before I got
you. So what? I mean, so you was just getting accustomed to the.
Yeah, I was super on my grind with the music shit. Like,
yeah, cause you just left.
Yeah, I just
in the height of your shit.
Yeah,
and I was like, this nigga better be working on some good shit.
Yeah.
Like, why in the fuck?
Hey man, I was on. It was really like,
why would you stop your momentum like that?
A lot of people thought it was like, boy, that nigga left. I heard so many stories. Like, boy, that nigga left the team.
Yeah,
up there.
We want to know the story, goddamn. What's the story? Why?
It was definitely not. Like, I'm begging my nigga. I'm calling Kitty G. Like, Kitty G, bring your ass down. This motherfucker back. Come on, please. Like, cause I said, all right, let me tell you the story. So in the midst of me now running around between 2012, this might have been 13, but it's this thing called a strip club tour in Atlanta. So Monday through Saturday, it's like 3 or 4 strip clubs you go into on Monday, 3 or 4 strip clubs you go to on Tuesday, all the way down the line, you know what I mean? And niggas know that the DJ set is...
So this is like a chitlin tour?
Yeah.
Within the city?
Yeah, within the city. So you know...
Only at strip clubs?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's like 80 strip clubs in Atlanta, some shit. I don't know the number. This is 2012, so I'm going to different strip clubs. Every night I'm pulling up, it's some niggas in some Camaros. They got every color Camaro. I'm pulling up. It's just me and the nigga that I moved down there fucking with. We standing in, they're about to go in and shit, and these niggas pull up. Skirt, skirt. They got every color Camaro. White, yellow, green, red, black. 4 niggas jumping out. They get to the line. They all, they ride it out. We just standing there. Nigga get on stage. They perform their song. Niggas booing them niggas. Not fucking with them or none of that shit. I get up there, I had a song called Oh Yeah. I'm gonna go back in the story. I had a song called Oh Yeah that Future was fucking with. He put it on his mixtape. Niggas fucking with me. I'm up by myself. Rockin' goddamn, they fucking with me. I'm like, ooh. Niggas turned out to be the Migos that was in the Camaro.
Wow.
They was performing, trapping out the house with the boys on the window. I ain't never say nothing to them niggas. They was too rowdy. It's 80 niggas. It's all them niggas over there. I'm calling my niggas, boy, y'all got to get down here. Cause if we can pull up like them niggas pulling up and they fucking with me already, oh, we lit. So I'm down there begging niggas. But every nigga, niggas can't just pick up. Niggas got kids. Niggas got money going on. Niggas got bills going on. Niggas got work going on. It was just too much. Like I literally stopped my life and kids, everything, everybody. We packed everything left. You know what I mean? So I couldn't expect everybody to do that. But I was trying to get niggas to come down there. So it wasn't that I just stopped in the height. I just seen like we got something here that we can build off of. You know what I mean? So that's where that shit came from.
So I just want to ask you, did you ever think that you can do it from right here?
I did, but then
not now.
Then at first I did, but then I let niggas get in my ear, and I believed that I couldn't because of the Trey 4 anthem. Niggas told me that it was local. You know what I'm saying? So we getting all these spins, everybody fucking with it. Here we are. 10 years later, and niggas fucking with it. But they tell me that's a local record. Okay. But guess what happened after the Trey 4 anthem dropped?
We mentioned this at during Kenny G interview, and it's amazing. It's amazing, just like you said, how a motherfucker can make. We from New York.
That's what I'm saying.
And
that shit dropped right out.
Right here in the South with that slave heat.
Man,
talking about
performing in Greensboro and shit, niggas is singing that shit. Them niggas not from Winston, they fucking with that shit. I'm listening to niggas. That shit local.
When I go out of town, bro, I was cutting hair in Philly, Miami, and I've got called out over my accent. I'm in there trying to get a Philly cheesesteak. Me and my homeboy, we talking with each other. Mama come in and say, yo, son, y'all from North Carolina, ain't you? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever. And I was like, how the hell you know that? It was like, y'all accent, man, the way y'all talking. I never knew we had an accent or
when you hear it,
slang
until
we go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, bro, fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta rep where we from. Because that's what these niggas did. Like my favorite personal rap artist is Miles.
Me too.
So he always like I felt that I had to set my bar to his standard of writing and all that shit. Mm-hmm. So I felt like when I was writing, when I did shit, whatever, I had to at least be at that. I had to at least be at that level. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that was the way I had to. That was my.
Yeah, like you studying that.
Yeah. Okay. So anything if you can't goddamn fuck with this nigga, I don't even want to listen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm setting my bar at that. So he had a song on Illmatic called "Represent." Represent, and he was repping where he from.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, we can do that same shit here.
If you look down the line, everybody did. Yeah. Everybody did. Yeah. And I
was respected for that shit. You know what I'm saying? For repping your spot. So why are you ashamed of?
Yeah, I felt like I had
us repping the Trey 4.
I felt like I had a expiration clock running. Like the shit had at first the shit it dropped and it shocked us like, oh shit. Then it was like, all right, we enjoying this shit. Then it was like, all right, we getting shows. Then it was like,
listen,
this bitch about to not be on the radio no more. Let's go.
The momentum y'all had, and then
G had so many songs that was.
I wish I was in management and I was with y'all guys at that time.
Yeah, man.
Because I just see so many ways y'all could have finessed that shit.
Yes, sir.
With the resources y'all had, I just think by y'all being young, y'all was enjoying the moment in that shit. It wasn't somebody there with a sound mind saying, okay, you need to make this move.
Exactly. Like, that's why I just shouted y'all out about the team. I was so focused on building the team that we could outshine niggas.
Right.
So it was a whole bunch of rappers. I didn't even have
You had,
managers.
I mean, but that was the right idea.
Yeah, but I should have had managers. I should have had graphic artists. I should have had an engineer. I should have had some white boys. I should have had some white girls. I should have had all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was so focused on, boy, we rapping and we killing shit and we pulling up at the show and they fucking with it. Like, let's just keep on that shit. And then when I started seeing the song, like, all right, we've been running for about 6 months. That bitch finna start slowing down. Let me down. What's next? Then it started being scrambled. But I should have had that shit in line first. But I was so focused on having some rappers, you know what I mean? And that shit just...
Right. And
the team is super important.
Like, oh, man.
A well-rounded team, not just, just this. You got to have a whole shit.
Package.
And that's why I stress with my son. Motor dumb pop. But I told that nigga that we're going to do it like this. That nigga went outside to smoke, probably.
Okay.
Like, so, like, this whole shit, bro, get a team. Get a team. You can rap, we know that. Fuck that rap for a second. Find a team, preferably some white boys. And guess what that nigga did? Found a team of some white boys. And that nigga is in Alabama, and that nigga's going. And he got a deal on the way, and that nigga shit going. You know what I mean?
Very good.
Shout out to a bar of wisdom.
Yep.
On that shit.
Knowledge. Not wisdom, but knowledge.
Definitely on that shit.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
definitely what it's all about. Pass that torch. Keep that money all up in the family.
Yes, sir. I want that nigga to touch the moon.
Yeah.
That nigga been in the studio since he was 3.
Wow.
Literally.
I did want to touch on that, man. I was walking the halls, man, and I seen you had a poster up with you and your son, and looked like he was maybe 10 or 11 years old, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all was on stage,
Oh, yeah.
and he was looking up at you, and you had the mic on, in your hand, and it looked like you was doing the show in the middle of the show.
Yes, well, he had
Can you
just...
take me to that moment, because that was a crazy poster right there. I love that shit.
He actually gave me that for Father's Day.
Okay, I did see that.
That shit was hard. Like, you unplug that.
And the Father.
And the Father's Day coming up.
Oh yeah, he gave me that last year. So that was the North Carolina Underground Music Awards, and so we came out and I let him rap. Like, was extra dope. I think he was like 9. He write his own rhymes. I was amazed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he write his own rhymes and like he didn't know how to record. He come in there with his notepad. I gotta rap. So we recorded. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this little nigga, alright. You know what I'm saying? It was like his voice was really light because he a little kid, but I'm like, yo, this nigga is really rapping. You know what I mean? And so I was like, fuck it. I had to open up for the show, the music awards. I'm like, shit. What better way than let this little nigga get out here and he went crazy. He rapped over Lil Wayne and Drake. I'm going in. Crowd went crazy. But he been doing that shit. Like, I used to have that nigga on stage with me.
Planting that seed, man.
Yeah, I used to perform at Winston-Salem State, homecomings and shit, man. This 02. This nigga was born in 2001. I'm performing 02, 03, 04. He was on stage. He 3 years old. We got the same shirt. Like, I have, this shirt on. He had I have a jersey on. He had the same jersey. I know the niggas remember that shit. Niggas hit me up. Damn, that's the nigga that was on stage with you, man. I'm old. Wow. Like, I had that nigga on, like, little. Like, so he been around this shit forever. Him and Blue used to battle in the studio. He's 3 years old. You white, and you got this, and you know what I'm saying? We had that laughing. But that shit turned into something. You know what I mean?
That's
hard,
what's
bro.
up, man. I love it, man.
Hard.
I love it.
Yeah. We need to get him back in here so we can get him.
This is my daddy.
Okay.
We're gonna get him on. We're gonna have this segment.
Okay.
But,
It's so much, man. We done did so much shit, bro.
okay, so let's go back to the street exec thing first. I ain't do what you want me to do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now you at street exec. You meet this guy named Titty Boy.
Yeah.
At that time, now you know there's 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your affiliation with him?
So
How did y'all meet?
he I actually didn't meet Tit till after I was working at Street Execs. I got into Street Execs because Jay White. I don't know if y'all know Jay White from Greensboro, Underground Rich Studios.
Right. Shout out to Jay White.
Yeah, my nigga, Rich Girl Museum. So I met Jay White through Brandon D. Brandon D was a rap nigga around here. He still, he was doing like intros and shit on the radio. And we used to do songs. I heard him on the radio. I'm like, I'm battling on the radio, so I wanted to do songs with him. We ended up being friends. Jay White is Brandon D. cousin. So Jay White would come around and he learned that I did graphics. At the time, he had a CD route, like from here to down near Fayetteville. And he just pull up, when you see them at the Indian store and they got the CDs in the front of the joint, he would either buy some CDs from DJ Envy or he'll make his own. And I would do the covers if he made his own. So, like, we just became friends from that, you know, working with him and whatever, you know what I mean? And he ended up starting his own studio. Well, when I moved to Atlanta, he was recording with me. He moved to LA. This nigga wild. Like, this nigga was living in LA, and he would fly all the way back to North Carolina just to record with me. You in Hollywood, nigga. You don't find a damn studio out there, but he said he fucked with my sound, so he would fly all the way back to record with me, and then I end up moving to Atlanta, and I'm not focused on the studio shit. I'm recording and shit, so he started his own studio. You know what I mean? So he started his own studio, the shit started popping, and Street Execs seen, like, through Sud, E-Sud was Jay White's DJ with Nap's crew before E-Sud was with Titty Boy, so with 2 Chainz. So being in that affiliation, Sud told Street Execs about Jay White. You know what I'm saying? He got his own studio, and at first they was just a management company, then they opened up a studio. So they called Jay White to come manage their studio. So when White get down there, he like, hey, yo, nigga, I got the plug. I can get you in, you do graphics, and you record niggas. We need a motherfucking graphic nigga, and we need, like, so I was like, hell yeah, nigga, I'm pulling up. So I get up in that motherfucker, and the first day I seen 2 Chainz up close. We outside, everybody on the court, we shooting ball. We used to bet money for shooting ball and shit, so we shooting, and a nigga out there start rapping. I'm something. 2 Chainz said, yo, who's this nigga? He was like, oh yeah, he the janitor, some shit. And nigga said, hey yo, the next nigga I find out rap around this motherfucker, you fired. I said, whoop. Don't fire me. I got the jug out of here first, nigga. I don't rap. I'm quiet. You know what I'm saying? So I got there, kept myself. When that nigga ain't around, then hey, bro, check my shit out. With that nigga there, I got the jug out of here first. But you get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? But that was the first time I seen that nigga. I said, oh, this nigga don't want nobody around this bitch but him popping off. I see that. I see what's going on with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just turned out. I just started jugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm recording niggas. Record a nigga and he dope. Hey, bro, goddamn, I do this shit too. Let's goddamn link up. I do a graphic for a nigga. Hey, bro, your shit hard. I do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I just started moving. I met so many niggas. So many niggas. Nigga called me for a studio session 2 in the morning. I was in traffic. I'm an hour away. Every day, I had to be there at 10 o'clock. I'm waking up 6 o'clock, get my kids together, drop them off at school, and I got an hour ride to work in traffic to get there by 10. Then I'm in that motherfucker till 5, 6. You know, that's height of traffic in Atlanta. Right. So then it's taking me another hour to get home. Get home, 7:30. Goddamn, picking the kids up from the babysitter from mother-in-law house. By the time you get home, take a shower, eat. Then they calling me. We got an event tonight at Onyx. Now I got to get my shit together. Now there ain't no traffic, so it's still a 30-minute drive. I'm getting back to the shit, and we in the strip club to 11:30, and then 30-minute drive home, 12 o'clock. Now I got to do that shit again, 6 o'clock. And that shit was like this. I was in a whirlwind, bro, and this shit never stopped. And niggas was still, I get home from the strip club, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, nigga call, hey, it's a studio session, nigga need 3 hours. God damn, fuck it, I gotta get this money. I gotta meet, I don't know who that shit might be. It might be motherfucking T.I., you know what I'm saying? So I gotta pull up, you know what I mean? I met a lot of niggas. One time I'm in that bitch sitting at the desk, 50 Cent come in. Like, what the fuck? It's just 50 Cent walking in the motherfucker. I took a picture with that nigga. Hey, bro, I gotta take a picture with you, dog.
Yeah, I gotta get.
Hey, one time I got Andre 3000 in that motherfucker. One time we in this bitch, and it was Andre 3000, Kanye, what's the nigga name with the umbrella? Used to be with Diddy. Farnsworth Bentley. Like, they was just in there kicking it. And nigga was like,
let me ask you. So by you saying all this, did you feel like, okay, I made it to the pinnacle?
Nah, hell no, sir. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at these niggas like, boy, y'all where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Y'all living that life that I want to live. So it was just motivation to see this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Just to see this nigga. Boosie pull up that motherfucker with a truckload. He pulled up, he in a Wraith. He put him in a Wraith, and right behind him was a big ass church van full of his family. Not no niggas, his kids, aunties, all that shit. Yo, this one, remember when niggas was the little scooter where you stand on the shit with the 2 wheels and you go around. That street Execs was selling them shits. Man, nigga, pull up, bought 3 of them shits. They was selling them shit for like $1,200. Bought 3 of them shits. His kids running around that bitch, running in the walls and all kind of shit. They going crazy. And I'm looking at this shit like, boy, that's what I want to live. So seeing these niggas was motivation for me. You know what I mean? It was never like, well, I'm here. I never felt like I was there. I always felt like, nah, I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. What do you want at this point from the industry? What could the industry do for you? Because you got your whole own thing going. Besides, you know, just invest in a bag. You know what I'm saying? What is it that the industry could really do for you at this point?
For me, it ain't nothing but some money. I want some money. You know what I'm saying? I put the work in. I'm working every day. I want the money where I ain't got to worry about shit. But for everybody around me, I want my family straight. I want my niggas straight. I want the same thing that I want for me, I want for my niggas. I don't want to be here and my niggas here. I want everybody here. And then I'm like, boy, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is something for the youth too. Does everybody in your crew want to be at that level? Do you think everybody can handle that type of pressure? You know what you can do.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't really speak on everybody. I know where I want my niggas at, but I can't speak on, you know, where they can see themselves at. You know, it's internal.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, if I'd have got a deal anytime before today, I would have fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned something. Yeah, I learned something every day. Every day. So
I pondered on that same thing.
yeah, like I was shooting for a deal. I was, 19. My first deal off, I was 19. Nigga flew me to LA, and goddamn, I'm out there, motherfucker. I'm playing my songs and shit. He loving the shit. Like, man, this shit hard, man. Goddamn. I'm in Warner Brothers Studios, feet kicked up, leather couches and shit. I can't believe it. It's my first time in LA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man. And this nigga said, I really love your style, love your movement, I love your music. The deal is between you and this other kid from Pittsburgh, man. Hopefully it goes my way. It's another A&R battle for the shit. The A&R name was Tick. He was the Beastie Boys. He used to carry they crates and shit. That's how he got on.
Hold on.
Like, so that shit old.
Wait, hold on. You done took us back to when? What year was this?
This was I was 19, maybe 20. So that was 2000. No, I was probably about 22. That was about 2005. Yeah, about 2005, my first time I went to LA.
Okay,
but,
so this was before you even kicked off AOT.
Yeah, this was right when that shit was going on. It was right when that shit,
Okay.
we was recording, but we wasn't like bubbling and shit yet.
Right,
But he
right.
said, yo, it's between you and this guy from Pittsburgh, man. Hopefully it go our way, blah, blah. I guess the nigga from Pittsburgh turned out to be Wiz Khalifa.
Wow.
Wiz Khalifa, baby. Nigga stole
Dirty
my
talk,
life.
dirty talk.
Man, that nigga stole my damn life, bro.
Wow.
This is
I'm supposed to be on.
This is
Wow.
good shit right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa.
He had a song called Say Yeah. They say no.
Well, he had a tough ass following in Pittsburgh.
But at the time, he wasn't even like Pittsburgh is a way bigger city than Winston. But he was Rick Ruckus. Rick Ruckus and Winston was him to Pittsburgh.
And I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that I was fortunate enough to work in Pittsburgh. As, I was a cable man. I used to slang cable.
Okay, slang chords. That nigga slang chords. I feel you. Go ahead, do your thing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, cable man here, like, what you need? How long the chords you need?
Pornhub music.
So check it. I was blessed to work in Pittsburgh, and it was crazy. I was working there at the time when this nigga was bubbling. Yeah.
Wow.
So how ironic was that? And I knew, and the local cats who I work with around there was telling us about this kid. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it was going on. Shit at the time. So that's kind of ironic you said that to me, man. And it brought me back to that. I got to see Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a beautiful city too, y'all.
Yeah, I just found out that's where they shoot Batman at. Gotham City.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Gotham City, man.
Yeah, bro. Cause like when you come into Pittsburgh, you shooting out this big ass mountain. Well, I was coming from Philly, so you coming out one of these big ass mountains, and you looking out the mountain right here. You looking out over goddamn Pittsburgh, and it's this water. Beautiful ass water in that bridge. What's that bridge?
I ain't never been to Pittsburgh before.
Man, it's
My first time in Philly was last
That shit
weekend.
is beautiful, man. It's breathtaking.
Yes,
And I went in the height of the winter, so it was snow everywhere, so that white, you can see that shit.
Gotham City.
Yeah, it was Gotham City for real. It looked like I could see that.
Yes,
It's
sir.
very interesting, man. And also, why didn't you get that deal?
I don't think I was ready. I think like the team, and that made me super go hard. I didn't understand at the time. Yeah, I didn't understand at the time. I should have been, AOG, but I needed managers and all this shit. I didn't have nothing. When I went out there to that meeting, me and my homeboy and my dad.
Okay, so check it. While you having that contact, did you ever consider reaching back out to that guy once you formulated AOG?
Not really, cause it like that turned into something else. I was fucking with DJ Green Lantern, and DJ Green Lantern, we fucking with him and a guy named Plain Pat. Plain Pat was Kanye West head A&R. You know what I mean? He seen Glue on MySpace, and that nigga was like, "Boy, I got to have it." So he flew down.
Okay, you did say that in the other interview with Kennedy.
Yeah.
You said that was y'all bait.
Oh yeah, Glue was the bait.
Glue was the bait.
Man, you see Glue Easy, that motherfucker rap, but he a fat white guy. So you don't think, you know what I'm saying? And knowing Glue, he not acting. That's Glue. You know what I'm saying? So it was easy. Once we get you to look at that shit, it wasn't like, all right, Glue keep acting. It's like, that's just him. You know what I'm saying? So if we can get a motherfucker to catch on, Glue just a sharp, witty motherfucker, and his bars is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So once we get a nigga on the line, all right, come on, what? Now it's time to show out. So we got now, Plain Pat seen Glue, flew down this motherfucker, and nigga seen Kenny G. And nigga fell in love. Oh shit, boy, it's got a gold mine. You know what I'm saying? We were lit. We was lit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even think about reaching back out. Cause boy, we got Kanye West head and all. Now we got Green Lantern. Green Lantern, I had one song. That nigga sent me a beat. It was a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star sample. And I had Motor, and it was like 4, 5, 6 or some shit like that. I had him sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, something, Candy Car, some shit. I don't know. I had him say the shit. Green Lantern played that shit on New York radio one time. I don't know how these motherfuckers got my motherfucking number or whatever. They called me. It was RCA or some shit trying to sign me, and it was a girl named Azar. I never forget her name, Azar. We talking, she said, Azar, I love this shit. I got to have you, blah blah. Me, my nigga Goat, Will Mo. We went up there. It was like the 5th of January, right after New Year's. Coldest I ever been in my life, nigga. I had on 2 coats, 2 jeans, gloves.
So you gotta get a coat from up there.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you gotta
Yeah,
buy
I
it
had
with
this
it.
country ass coat.
Yeah.
That shit ain't doing nothing up there, bro. We had 2 coats on. You know what I'm saying? We get up there, and she had went to Japan, and she came back, and when we had the meeting, we went up there, and she fucking got fired.
Oh.
She
Damn.
got fired, dog.
Each story is
Hey, yo,
3
each story is
degrees
crazy.
of separation.
It's crazy.
Wow.
And that just came from y'all. Wow. Like, so each story has something with it, you know what I mean? And Green Lantern just played that
Worse,
shit.
man.
Yeah, he just played that shit one time. And then after that, Green Lantern, and to this day, he's still on tour with him. Green Lantern went on tour with Nas.
Mm-hmm.
So that just cut that. Boy, I was texting the nigga, hey, bro, hey, nigga, happy birthday, whatever. I can text this nigga.
Yeah.
Man, that motherfucker in Germany with Nas. He think about my monkey ass. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, he's still on tour with Nas. That was 2005 or some shit.
Yeah, damn.
By the way, but it's Blue's birthday today too.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, my nigga.
Happy
Blue.
birthday, Glue. Happy birthday, Glue.
He's supposed to pull it up, but he ugly as fuck.
Yeah, man. Damn, that's
Oh my
interesting.
goodness.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't reach back out to Tick. I mean, to Tick at Warner Brothers, because we had.
What the hell? Going on in this song is.
We are production.
Hey, boy, I wish they could turn them cameras around and see these niggas over there, boy.
It's a lot going on, baby.
Them boys got cords everywhere, donuts, they got water, they got goddamn headphones. Them
Damn.
niggas is sweating.
Y'all
Niggas
gotta
going crazy.
excuse my production team. We have a little- couple of technical
Technical, just a little bit of technical.
Alright,
Oh my goodness.
so
Well, first of all, let me give him his props for standing strong through all of that and never
Yeah.
giving up. Like, that shit would have discouraged the average person, but it seemed like you took all of those no's or maybes and you flipped them into
Yeah.
something that was an advantage to you.
Yeah, I took all that shit as learning. I ain't take it as a no. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga ain't, oh, Wiz got that shit. All right, fuck it. What I did learn is next time I go meet with a nigga, I need to have this. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. The Green Lantern shit. Damn, I should have done what I should have did when I was around Green Lanterns. I should have met the niggas around him so I could reach out to them instead of just him. Because if he going tour with Nas, how do I get in touch with him? So I just learned about going all the way down the line, and now I can use that shit now. All of it.
In the industry, that might not even be his damn number no more.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I ain't text that nigga
So,
10, 15 years ago.
I mean, I wasn't worried about it, but I'm pretty sure if you saw that nigga face to face and
Oh, yeah.
so,
He gonna say, hey, what's up,
you know
dog?
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Okay, y'all
Yeah.
might have to
Mm-hmm.
rekindle some things and goddamn just make some shit happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta speak that shit into fruition too.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
I'm learning that, man. My girl telling me about manifestation.
That's right.
I'm just not learning.
Keep schooling your husband, boo. That's
really,
right.
Subconsciously, we do it all the time, but we don't recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But we gotta manifest what we want. We gotta speak it as
Yeah.
if it is so.
Yeah. And you got to work your ass off,
And you
too.
gotta work. That's right. The work ethic is beyond, and
Yeah.
your work ethic is beyond. You know.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So, back in the day when we was rapping and stuff like that, we didn't really give a shit about visuals, none of that. We just cared about mixing, mastering. You know what I'm saying, and having a dope ass song,
Right.
having a song that's catchy, right?
It might be most of them. I'll call.
So, so with you, what's the important things that you focus on now? Is it the beat? Is it your lyrical style, or is it the videography?
Right now, videos is what's going.
All
You know what I
right.
mean? Like, your song could be ass, and if that video going, you can go on. You can pop. So and that's really the formation I took with Motor. Like, I'm like, all right, I gotta figure out how I can get this little nigga popping. Like, he in school right now. He got like, I took advantage of that. I'm in school, but I didn't really take advantage of it. We didn't have a click of a button. Here go my song. Everybody in my class, let me airdrop this shit to everybody in the school. We couldn't do that. We had to have CDs.
Mm-hmm.
So I like technology. This nigga in school, he got 1,000 people that he around every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day, I'm like, boy, he got 1,000 people he around every single day. We got to get something going on. So before he got out of high school, bruh, it's time. Let's go ahead and get this CD together. Let's put this shit out. But the only thing I seen that was different was, like, I started studying the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So the baby at the time, like, I know the baby, I had a song with him. I've been around this nigga, and I just watched this nigga go like this. I'm like, man, what the fuck is different from him and everybody else? So I started studying this nigga Instagram. And if you look on Instagram, it might be 9 pictures. If you just go to a nigga page, you see 9 pictures, 9 squares. If you go to the baby page at the time, out of them 9 squares, 8 of them was videos, 1 picture. You go to my shit, 9 pictures. Go to his shit, 9 pictures. Go to his shit, 9 pictures. Maybe 1 video in there. So that nigga was focusing on videos. So I said, all right, that's the key. So I went with Motor. We finna shoot straight videos. Don't post no damn pictures. Straight videos. So we started shooting videos, and that motherfucker said,
Yeah. Beyonce took that turn
The
as
videos,
well, and the videos really work.
it definitely do. So I just figured out content is key. You know what I mean? So we locked in on that shit, and that motherfucker went crazy. So to answer your question, all this shit is a part of the circle. You know what I mean? But them videos, that shit really get it going. But you definitely had your shit mixed right. You definitely got to have your graphics right. You definitely got to have your song got to be hot. Your beat got to be right. Everything got to be, but it all work together. But the video is just as important as your graphics. Your graphics is just as important as the song. The song is just as important as the beat. It's just as important as the mixing. It's all a circle. If one of them shits ain't right, you fucking up your chances. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this: have you ever thought about getting into artist development?
Yeah, that's what I did with Motor.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
did that inspire you to do that by working with Lil Motor?
Yeah and no. I can work with him because he's my son, but he a nigga. So he getting in trouble, going to court and getting caught with guns and all kind. He doing all kind of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with that shit with somebody else's kid. I'm dealing with that shit because it's my kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So if you just a nigga off the street and you doing all this shit, all right, bro, I'm not wasting my time or money on your motherfucking ass. I'm focused on my kid because it's my kid. Even if I was managing him or not, it's my kid. He get caught. I gotta go to court with you. I gotta damn talk to you about this shit. But another nigga, these little niggas wild as hell. I'm not dealing with that shit, man. You gonna talk to your uncle about that shit. I'll talk to you about it, but I'm not finna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? and you my artist, and you like now I'm going back and forth to court, boy, get your ass. I'm trying to make something shake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the. I think that's part of the game when you in the artist development game. When it
But
comes
also
to rappers,
Also, talent. If the talent there, I deal with that shit. If you got if your work ethic
if
and your
the talent and the money there,
yeah,
I deal with it.
And that's another thing. I learned that from Street Execs. Like Street Execs, you come there, everybody wanted to come there and boy, hey, why y'all put me on all that shit? Street Execs ain't doing none of that. All they do is take your money and show you where to spend it at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They not putting nobody on. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Say that again, bro. For all you.
you come to the street and you trying to get a damn marketing plan or some of that shit. Nigga gonna say, all right, this marketing plan is 15 grand. This marketing plan is 20 grand. And you get that shit and you spend that bread, they gonna say, all right, we're gonna put 5 here, we're gonna put 3 here, we're gonna put videos down, we're gonna put shows, we're gonna put you here, we're gonna, they gonna spend it in the right place. That's all they doing. They not finna spend their money on your shit. Now they got their own artists, like Bankroll their artists, Travis Porter their artists, Dolph was kind of their artist. Dolph had his own shit going on. The management came later. Tit is a smart ass nigga. First.
Okay.
Like this nigga, 2 Chainz a smart ass nigga. So this nigga got a deal with Def Jam. And instead of using Def Jam's marketing, he created his own marketing company. So Street Execs was his marketing company to do my graphics, to do my everything. Like, and that shit turned into his own organism.
And
now they doing shit with everybody else.
Did you ever do any graphics?
Yeah, I did a lot of shit.
For,
Hey, tell them what you did, bro. Tell
Oh,
them-
yeah,
Tell them how you finessed you.
Oh yeah, I got finesse. I did the damn
shit, okay.
Dirty talk, dirty talk.
Yeah.
Titty chain, done finesse my boy.
No, it wasn't 2 Chainz specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It was. All right, so working.
My bad, Titty. My bad.
Yeah, like so working. It's a different organism than 2 Chainz. So I'm working with Street Execs.
All right, break it down.
So when you working there, you sign paperwork. Everything that I create under this contract is
It's they shit.
That's their property. You know what I'm saying? So
that's understandable.
yeah. So
okay.
the thing was, boy, we got watch our little bitch out. We got to figure out what we can do to push this shit. We're like, damn, the dab is big right now. Mm-hmm. I created the shit at home in my drawers, sitting on the computer, goddamn. Like, damn, boy, this shit might be it. Goddamn, get the formulating, moving this shit around, change this, move it, and this shit popped off. We're like, damn, boy, this shit moving. Mm-hmm. So I'm having to do the PDFs for like, cause we trying to shop it bigger. Like, so we getting the numbers in. And first off, when it first popped off, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Wiz or Snoop that posted a picture with it first. And they posted that shit, and then that shit went crazy. Okay. So then they would pay like model bras $50. You gotta have 100,000 followers to get $50 to post a picture with it, and that shit just started going crazy. So I had to do the PDFs for this shit. Mm-hmm. I'm doing the PDFs. We sold this many. It dropped on Thanksgiving. So by Christmas, I'm putting this damn PDF together. They sent me the information to I'm plugging this shit in. This shit made $1 million in a month.
Oh. Y'all familiar with what we call them? The Dabbin Center?
Yeah. Swear. That shit made $1 million in a month.
That's his idea.
Oh my God! Well, my little nigga.
Yo,
Yeah. That bitch made $1 million in a month, and I didn't know. I'm putting this shit together. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I ain't getting nothing. What? I come in here, motherfucker, like, hey, bro, I ain't getting shit.
I ain't got nothing in the mail.
He said, boy, that's your job.
Ooh, mother.
Oh, boy, what?
Yep.
We going back and forth. Hey, shout out my nigga Al. So, we cool now. We cool. We cool. Well, look, Al said, well, that's your job. I said, oh, hell no.
What happened, man? Did you turn over the table?
Hey,
Did somebody get choked out?
I had talked to my mama. My mama said, chill out, blah, 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 all that shit. A couple days later, I'm pulling up to work, 10:30 in the morning.
It wasn't me.
Look, I definitely, so I pull up, it's 10:30 in the morning, I pull up, I'm goddamn coming to work, mad in the motherfucker.
Oh, I know you was playing a peanut song. Woo!
The nigga Al pulled up in his truck, hanging out the window. Hey, I see an envelope. I'm blessing the streets. Mm-hmm. Boy, I hope that motherfucker for me. I come in with my book bag and shit, I get that motherfucker. That nigga said, here you go, my nigga. Hey, look, That nigga,
Boy, I would have choked the shit out that nigga. I know. When he throwing that shit up in the air.
Nah, he ain't throwing it in the air. He said he holding out the window like he finna give it to me.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw him coming
Boy,
in.
I was.
Nah, that nigga
He floats with your money like that?
No, that's an envelope with a check in it.
Oh, okay, boy.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's an envelope with a check
I
in
was
it.
like, don't go out like that now. Shit.
Hey, look.
Lord. Boy, I would have goddamn choked the shit out that little nigga, boy, that day.
Look, so I'll pull up.
Oh, yeah, no.
Nigga say, I'm blessing the streets. I'm like, boy, I know that's a motherfucking check right there, my nigga. I goddamn come in that motherfucker, that nigga gave me the check. Man, you know, this your goddamn Christmas bonus. We gonna say it's your Christmas bonus, but this for that damn sweater right here, my nigga. This one.
Okay.
Boy, I'm in that motherfucker. We had a room called the media room. We sitting in that motherfucking working. I'm like, boy, I'm itching to open this motherfucking envelope.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Goddamn lunchtime come, like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go put this motherfucker in the bank. I'm thinking that shit have made $1 million in a month. And then they give me 1%.
At least got 20, 30, 10 grand, right?
Come on. Boy, I goddamn get out in the car. Goddamn open that motherfucker up. 1,500. 1,500. Yep. Mortgage was
smoke.
Hold on. Mortgage was due.
Wait a minute.
That nigga said 1,500.
That shit said 1,500, baby.
Not 15K.
No.
1,500.
1,500.
This is why
Something in the front end.
Now I'm getting paid every week because that's my job.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a regular check like
Yeah.
going. But
This is why y'all gotta read them contracts.
yeah. But it, like the way I look at it is I don't take no losses. Everything is a learning experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like so I'm saying if I did it once I could do it again.
Again, that's right.
I got my brand on right now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
this
There it
shit
is.
going-
There it is. That's that dirty talk. That's right. That's
Everything
right.
is a lesson. So now not only like I got paid for it, I can sit here and talk about that shit now. Niggas know me for that shit. But now I know exactly what the steps they took pushing that shit. So I do the same shit with my shit.
And
All I need is a Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa
you
to
know
put this
what, you
motherfucker on the
really,
list.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
You really can't complain or really can't say that they didn't, let you know
Yeah, nah,
because they,
and looking back at the shit, like that was business.
Yeah.
That's business. That's how business
Straight
works.
up business. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, I'm thinking like, damn, these niggas done played me and all that shit. They didn't play me. They went by how business worked.
Right.
That's just how it is. You know what I
And
mean? So that's why I can tell that story.
Had you negotiated that little percentage
Yeah, but then I'm
before
happy to get in the building. I'm trying to get in.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm gonna run into. I don't know. I didn't know that I was gonna
Well,
do
that's
that.
true, too.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's true, too.
I'm just happy to get in here to be able
So-
to get my shit off. You know?
Okay, now check this. Okay, now that blew up, made it bad for them. Okay, so now take me from there. What's going on with you then? After you damn playing a peanut salted now. 1,500 don't even goddamn really pay the rent, really. Like
That's what I was about to say. When I got that check, mortgage was due. Mortgage was $1,600.
Woo, thank you, Lord.
I still had to put 100 with it. Everybody in the world got this goddamn sweat on. Hey, you know what? One of my niggas, hey, shout out my nigga Show Smooth. He on the news now. But he was in Barbados. He goddamn text me a picture. He took a picture. He in Barbados. A nigga had spray painted the Dabbin sound on the wall. In Barbados.
Wow.
That's wild. That's wild.
Oh, we finna send something out to our podcast listeners. If you got anything with this man's logo on it from that era that he's talking about, please DM him. Post this shit on IG. Let's get that information out there.
Hey, what's crazy is now every Christmas, if y'all looking at TV, the commercial come on, motherfucking Cranberry Sprite with LeBron and the now PlayStation, they got the Dabbin Santa sweater.
You did that?
That's the same.
That's the same.
Wow. Wow.
That shit big.
Damn.
Man,
bro.
shout out the street, man. Street out there, they boys be
So
working.
now I want to ask you on this. I mean, is there? Fuck, man. I just want you to get some kind of residual or something off that shit.
Hey,
like,
man.
is it ain't nothing you can't go back and renegotiate some shit.
Nah, the only residual I get is I learn.
Yeah.
I learn.
That's the
You know what I'm
biggest
saying?
thing.
That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing.
And
The worst thing,
That's right.
the worst thing you can do with me is show me behind the boards. You show me what's going on. That's how I did this whole shit. Look, I used to go. Hey, shout out my nigga Carl Major just stepped in here.
Yeah,
Shout out Carl Major.
The first nigga ever put me in the studio is Carl Major.
And shout out to Carl Major.
Niggas don't know that.
We go back to them Viking days.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we go back to
Carl was hard on that football field too, wasn't it?
Yeah, Carl was Now Carl was goddamn something special out there.
Yes,
I got a chance to play with this guy, this young guy over here.
Yes, sir.
We were the Super Bowl champions. Only scored on one time out of the whole thing. That was in the championship actually, and they only scored one time. Yeah, we was that fucking.
Okay. Well, look, Carl.
But anyway, that's back in the day.
They're back in the day.
Brag on our. Shout out, but go ahead though.
But Carl's the first nigga put me in the studio, and I'm coming in that bitch with fucking 332 bar verses, and that nigga like, hold up,
bro.
Hold up, that's a little too much. Yeah, bro. You gotta put some hooks in here. That's how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? He taught me that shit. Like, I don't know if I ever told you that shit. That nigga let me know what's going on. But we going to Dave Rowland over on the Renault. He paying for the studio time. I'm just happy. First of all, like, he heard me on the radio battling niggas.
I'm telling you, everybody used to tune in to this battle show. That's why I started the show off like that. Because that's when I first heard of Rick Ruckus. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who in the fuck is this nigga? He is killing their ass up on this radio.
Neck, boy. That's how I had them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But Carl, we got down. He came to this time on the north side. I'm in Dabber Point. All we used to do was fucking rap and play basketball. So that nigga was pulling up, asking niggas, hey, anybody know Lil Rick? Anybody know Lil Rick? Anybody know Lil Rick? Hey, man, this nigga keep coming around and asking me. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? I finally meet him. Like, bro, I just want you. I make beats. I'm trying to get you in the studio. He get me in the studio. We had Dave Rowland, a white dude on the north side, and we record. And I'm looking. Boy, this nigga record. He pressing this button and all this shit. Showing me behind the boards. I can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit. Time went by. I made my own studio. Now here we are in this shit. This shit all came from that nigga picking me up from Dabber Point, taking me to record, and I seen that.
That's right.
I seen that shit, and that shit like, so the worst thing you can do to a nigga like me is show me how this shit work.
Yep.
Boy, don't show me how your shit work. You better keep that motherfucking cloak over that shit in case. If you lift that bitch up and I see the motherfucking gears under that shit, I'm gonna go make it.
That's right.
That's how my shit just work. You know what I mean? So anything I ever did has never been. I don't take no L's. Never take no L. You know, they say losses is learned. Everything is a learning experience. I don't look at wins or losses. Everything is a win because I'm learning the whole way. You know what I mean? That's how that shit go.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That, man.
Yeah.
I love that. Sounds like you're now more at peace with a lot of your demons from back then.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, man. I ain't got no problems in life, baby. I'm just watching my kids grow up. Goddamn.
Right.
I'm happy that I got my own business and I get to wake up and what do I want to do today? You know what I'm saying? I get that.
Okay, hold on. We're finna get the. So check it. So, all right, you get the, you get the platinum peanuts, you get the 1500. You're down on the A, and you're like, I gotta come back home. What bring you back to the train?
So
yeah, I mean, cause you in the mix with all this shit going on.
So first, like being in Atlanta, like I told you, I was on that strip club tour, and this was before I got the Street Execs. Then I get the Street Execs, and we is doing 10 times what I'm doing by myself. Like this shit just boom. So I really burnt myself out. Like with Atlanta, like I still don't like Atlanta. I like the people. I like
the culture.
Yeah, but me being there, it's not good for me. You know what I'm saying? So I burnt myself out. I'm doing too much. And it's just like, damn, it got to the point where going to the club felt like a job. Because I was on that strip club tour where I had to go. At first, it's fun. But I'm new here. Magic City, oh shit. Strokers, oh shit. What? And then it got to the point like, damn, well, I'm tired. I don't feel like going out tonight. Now I got to go and this big titties and ass everywhere. But I don't even feel like looking at this shit, man. I'm tired.
It becomes a job.
Yeah, and then
you kind of become numb to the shit.
Yeah, and then I start working the Street Execs, and it's really a job. And we got to go here, and it's 45 bad bitches that want to be in this 2 Chainz video, and they right here, and they just going everybody bump, and I'm over in the corner like, well, I got to be up in 3 hours. Damn, I'm like that. It just turned into a real job. So I don't want to go out regularly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my life is really just kids, shower, eat, work, come back and do that shit again. And it was tearing a hole in me. You know what I mean? So then me and my girl split, and I'm like, shit, this my escape route. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we now sold the house. I gave her half the furniture. I took the other half to DC. My pops had just bought a house. Took that shit to his house. I chilled there for a minute. Jay White, that plugged me in the street Execs, had moved to LA. That nigga called me, hey bro, what you got going on? Shit, boy, I'm in DC. I don't know what the fuck I'm finna do. Shit, boy, I got a spot out here in Hollywood. I got a studio. Say no more. I got damn pops. You keep all that furniture. Took a bag and I was in LA. And I was lit.
Yeah, okay.
Lit.
All right, so you out of LA.
LA, living in North Hollywood.
So what happened out of LA?
LA, we just dumb lit. Jay White, a rich ass nigga. We out there motherfucking living life, boy.
Yeah.
We living in North Hollywood across the street from Universal Studios. We fucking eating towel every night, katana every night. And like one of his best friends was BJ the Chicago Kid. We kicking it with this nigga and pulling up to all kind of crazy shit. And nigga, I seen a lot out there. And I started.
So basically, you build a lot of relationships.
Yeah, like so I'm bringing all the relationships that I got from DC, Atlanta, North Carolina, LA, all that shit. I'm like, boy, I can figure out something, you know what I mean? But more than the relationships, I learned, like when I first got to Atlanta, I was a damn sitting in the corner ass nigga. Like the nigga I moved down there fucking with, we in the room with Future and like, you know, DJ X-Rated and all his whole little squad, and I'm letting him talk. And I'm sitting here, you know, on my phone or whatever the fuck. So as time went on, being around street execs and getting to LA, I learned, well, I got to talk. I got to talk to these niggas. I don't know what, you know, their relationship could end tomorrow, but I need to have my own relationship. Yes. So just going forward, I just learned that shit. And then further than that, I started to bring ideas like, okay, this nigga had a studio. This nigga did clothes. I did this with street execs. I'm like, boy, if I can make my own shit with all this shit that I learned, I could be lit, especially in LA. So I'm out there, and then this nigga, Lil Motor, keeps getting in fucking trouble at school. Every fucking 2 days, his mama calling me, this nigga did this, this nigga did this, this nigga did this. You know, my other baby mama on my neck about the kids, we done split, the kids need this, this, that. Every time I came to see my kids, it's $1,500 on the flight. Round trip, $1,500. Now I'm flying into Atlanta. When I land, I gotta rent a car. That's another $600, $700. Now I got it down because I gotta rent this car to drive to North Carolina because I gotta come see Motor too. My other kids in Atlanta. Pull up down there. I ain't seen my kids in 3 weeks to a month. They don't want to just say, hey, they want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. They want to. That's another $200-$300. Yeah. Now I gotta get them some clothes. That's another $200-$400. Then I gotta drive all the way to North Carolina. That's another $200 on the gas. That's another. Like so, every time I came up here to see my kids, it's $3,500. I ain't got it like that. I'm over this motherfucker hustling. I don't have no job. Like I hustle. So damn near everything that I'm hustling up, I'm spending it just to see my kids. I said it just made sense for me to come back over here. It just made sense. I had to come back. Motor getting in trouble. My other kids said it just made sense. So I had to shut that shit down and like I gotta be a dad, dog. Because I can literally stay over here and live my best life, and then these 3 motherfuckers is gonna hate me when they grow up. You know what I mean? They gonna hate me because they seeing me once a month. And I'm coming in and spending some money, but it ain't the same. It's the time. You know what I mean? So I had to shut that shit down.
That's more valuable than anything.
Yeah. Wow.
I came back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm making that decision.
I had to. Yeah. Like I said earlier, like, put me anywhere. I'm going to make something happen wherever I'm at. So I'm thinking like, boy, I'm going to bring all this shit that I got.
So you might as well just bring ass back home. Bring my
kids. And then I didn't plan on staying. Like I came, I was gonna.
I understand.
Yeah, I plan on let me get all this shit.
I got some miracles on my ass too. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
I got back, and niggas like, boy, you back in the city, boy? Hey, boy, I need to buy this. I don't know, studio time. I need to make up. I'm like, damn, boy. First, I had niggas recording in my spot. I'm like, boy, it's too many niggas coming in here. Yeah. Let me get a spot. I got a spot. I'm like, I ain't gonna be here long. End up being there for 2 years. I'm like, shit, might as well move. And now I'm in another spot, and like, damn, lock my ass right on in. Fuck it.
Well, that's all right. Welcome home, baby.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Yeah. All right. I think that's very big of you for doing that, for making that decision. And by you doing that, you're gonna be blessed with that, bro.
Yeah, I'm already getting blessed.
As long as you put forth the works and you set the stage, it's gonna happen. I mean, I already see that. You know, you always have made shit happen since you've been on the scene. So,
Yeah, I'm already being blessed from that shit,
I
man.
just want to encourage you to keep doing it. Even I just me as a father, you are an inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? Cause my son, he's smart as hell too.
Mm.
He telling me he want a podcast now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
like the game, and my son, he's damn real. I mean, a lot of people attracted to this little nigga. So, you know, I mean, so
You showing them. You can't tell them
and
nothing.
I'm showing. I just show them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to do it. They ain't gonna do
And
it to
I
follow
mean-
in our footsteps. No matter what you do, you
Now
can tell them something.
That he in the video dancing with,
Mhm.
you know, all kind of stuff. So I just commend you on that, and I love the fact that you just plant seeds everywhere.
Yeah.
And how it's coming to fruition. And that's why I wanted to ask you about that picture, in the hallway. It caught me. I was just staring at that shit, man. I said, man, that's dope. And I did see that, you know, he gave that to you. I saw the little ring at the bottom
Mm-hmm.
and all that good stuff as a gift. I just wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah.
How it came about. And that's what's up, man. Definitely an inspiration. And especially Timmy G too. Man, he said when he was talking about his kids, all that good stuff, man, and how you humbled yourself and said, you know, I ain't the best, but goddamn it, I tried.
Yeah, you got to try.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's why I'm saying from that shit, I'm already blessed. Like Motor finna sign a deal.
Yeah.
Like I ain't no telling what could have happened if I'd stayed over
See,
there.
my thing is, you knew where you was making your mistakes at,
Yeah.
and you acted on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You knew how to act on it.
And I
You
took
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of that
saying?
shit from my dad.
Right,
Yeah.
and that was part of the plan. And I was just saying, I just commend you
Yeah.
for making that dope decision.
Definitely, man. I get
Especially,
down.
especially to see what's finna happen.
Yeah, I'm watching
The
all this shit.
anticipation.
Yeah, and beyond that, I get to go to football practice with my youngest son. You know,
I
I get to be there. I get to be there. Like when I was in LA and I'm looking at this shit online, I gotta see him swing a bat and man, fuck that. I gotta pull up, boy, cause I'd have killed the nigga if another nigga standing behind my son helping him hold his bat. Oh no, hell no. I get to be there and see that shit, and coach don't talk to my nigga crazy cause I'm right here. Like ain't none of that going on. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter, she run track. I get to go there, see that shit, watch this shit, give her a hug, good job. Like that shit
Priceless.
That's
priceless,
right,
dog.
priceless.
That's what I'm saying. I'm already winning from this shit.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Okay, so
If the money come, cool, but just being able to, like, my kids is my money.
That's right.
That's my currency. I get down. That shit just it's wild, bro.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's crazy. When we was talking about the investment that we make in our kids.
Yeah, we had a long conversation about that because sometimes as parents, you don't feel like you see the reward of it,
Mm-hmm.
but the reward in it is that you were able to see it.
Yeah,
Period.
That's
Because
exactly
there's so
right.
many people that won't get to see their kids,
for real.
you know, do nothing, accomplish anything,
Nothing,
especially
no.
with all the things that's going on in the world. So yeah, what you doing is commendable. And from a black woman to a black man, hey, my hat goes off to you.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate y'all fathers, and I think the world of y'all. And I got a great husband, great father. Love you, babe. But I think that I think that it's wonderful to see men step up to the plate, and even if that means walking away from something you truly believe in, to be there for your kids.
Yeah.
It's nothing better than being there for them.
Yeah, man.
So
You got
this is
time.
gonna bring us to behind the bars.
Yeah.
All
See,
right. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
one more thing before we close it up. It reminds me of myself. Thinking that moving out of town, going to this big city is going to help my career. When I could have stayed right here and grinded that shit out.
It's a real game. It's if you're trying to heat up a lake, you know how long it'll take you to heat up a lake. If you try to heat that shit up, that shit will take forever. But if you heat up a pot of water and pour that shit in there, heat up another pot, pour that shit in there, now you got hot water. You just keep it. So I'm looking at that. You heat up Winston-Salem, pour it in there. Heat up Greensboro, pour it in there. Heat up High Point, pour it in there. heat up Charlotte, man, you got to air it. And by the time you got North Carolina, instead of trying to heat up the whole United States, nigga, you're not going to do it. It's going to take forever. And there's 10,000 niggas out here doing the exact same thing. They sound like you. They rap like you. Everything the same. Damn, they dress like you. Same chain, everything. It's 1 million rappers. So 10,000 niggas is just like me. 10,000 niggas just like you. 10,000 niggas just like, you know what I'm saying? It's so hard to set yourself apart.
I think I got the same damn name as you.
We damn sure we got the same real name. That shit is crazy.
Y'all brothers.
Crazy. Yeah, first name, last name. Yeah. Hope y'all need to do it.
I'm short and he tall.
Right. Well, you know my daddy blind. Shit crazy. But yeah, bro, like, so I said that to say you ain't got to move away. Heat up your spot. And then move to the next city and heat that up.
You took it right out of my mouth.
Yeah, bro.
Before I could get to it. That's all that's basically what I was getting at.
I really feel like, man, Winston.
Primo the Don, that's who's
Primo
right now.
Primo.
Go ahead, brother.
I just feel like Winston culture was lacking the knowledge for a lot of things, so we had to go other places to get that knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We thought we had to go other places, but we had to go
in order to really learn.
It's all trial and error.
That culture here. So now we done learned.
Yeah.
Now we really can
But go back to what he was saying about really not taking the L, but you take it as a lesson.
Yeah, it's a lesson. I tell niggas all the time.
So the L is really a lesson.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not a loss.
Yeah. I tell niggas all the time. They be asking me, hey, when I'm recording niggas, hey, bro, what you think I should do? Should I? I'm like, bro, do what you feel.
Yeah,
It's no booklet to this shit. It ain't no, you can't go to the store and buy a booklet and say, all right, step 1 is blah, blah, blah. It's creation. Like, you thinking some shit in your mind. Like, if I get a paintbrush and I paint some shit on the wall and I think it's art and you say it's not, who the fuck are you to tell me, nigga, that this was in my mind?
Right.
Like, you can't tell it's not right or wrong. So it's no booklet to this shit. Try. Oh, that ain't work. Come back. Try. Now, the nigga that stepped over there and found out it didn't work, he come back. Now, you got to tell that nigga, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Don't step in that pothole. I just did that. It don't work. That's what I did with Motor. Like, I stepped in all these potholes so he can come through and skip across and step on the lily pads. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. Skip, deal. You know what I'm saying? So you got to down. You a fuck nigga if you don't tell these young niggas, don't go that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell them. Don't be out here being a fuck nigga telling them, yeah, go that way. And you know you just went that way and got your ass bust. Don't go that way. You know what I mean? So that's what the fucked up part is.
I heard a verse in Nas' line. He said, if you got a gray hair in your hair, say something. Like you sing something.
Yeah,
say something.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? But we want to go into the behind the ball.
Yeah, behind the bars is coming strictly from Rick Ruckus himself.
Okay.
Y'all know behind the bars is usually a celebrity quote or something that a celebrity may have said or a rapper may have said that just, it sticks with you, it grabs you, it makes you think. So I was listening to Rick Ruckus today and I heard something. He said, tell them niggas I don't need no spins. My buzz still buzzing, nigga, I'm still in. So you still here. So what does that mean to you right now?
It just means like I don't need radio play. Like radio is important. I got a lot of relationships with radio. I'm actually the voice of Power 98 in Charlotte. Like I'm on that motherfucker all day. But before I got that, or if they take it away today, I'm still gonna be in here hustling. You know, it never stops. So at the time when I wrote that bar, it was a lot of niggas thought that the only way I'm gonna make it is if I get on the radio. Boy, I'm gonna spend the whole bag at the radio. I'm gonna sit outside this motherfucker. I'm gonna kiss everybody at you. No, you don't need the radio, especially now. Like the power is right here. You can record. I could sit here and cook a shit up and record to a beat right now, and that shit can fuck around and blow up tomorrow. Look at Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't had no radio when he first knew him. Like that nigga popped off. Like a lot of these songs, they like the radio plays what's hot. So you gotta get hot first. Radio not gonna make you hot. Never. You know what I'm saying? They gonna play it on the radio. Yeah, like they used to. The radio, they like in 2000, 2001, 2002, they could literally play a song and just keep spinning that bitch, and you gonna keep hearing Laffy Taffy. Oh man, I hate this song, but you still singing that motherfucker. Now, if they keep playing that motherfucker all day, guess what you gonna do? Power button, click that shit off, Bluetooth, down Whitney Houston, whatever I want to listen to anyway, you gonna cut that shit off. So they can't program that shit in your head no more. You know what I mean? So radio don't make you, it don't break you, it don't make you. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So that's kind of where that came from.
So I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, OG Brands. for making that Fronto leave something to roll up, something good on. You did. Also, I want to give a shout out to Omi's African Hair Braiding spot on 501 North Liberty Street. Go check out to get that authenticness. Also, you can check me out there. I have a suite in the back. DirtyCuttz.com.
Shit, with the razor blade.
You know what I'm talking about? You come get sliced up with me and you know, get your shit done. You can book me on Booksy.com too. That's Dirty Cuttz. Also, if you need some beats or some graphics, holla at my boy Chris Beatz.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And also holla at my man Rick Rucko over here.
Yes,
He
sir.
also do the graphics. and
Hey,
the
check
beats.
this out. Hold on. Chris Beatz, my best friend through high school. Chris Beatz, that's his little brother. I'm the first nigga gave Chris Beatz Fruity Loops, nigga. Hey, this shit might have been 99, 2000.
That's some seeds.
Hey,
That's
look.
some seeds, baby.
I was kind of learning that shit. I gave that nigga that shit. That nigga fucking with it. I leave, come back a week later. That motherfucker, God damn, what the hell you got going on? Come back, God damn, nigga, this nigga. I'm building motherfucking little houses. This nigga building hotels. Like, that's how fast his shit move. I was like, God damn, now you see what's going on.
Yeah.
The nigga caught that shit and went crazy. That was like 99 or some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's seeds you
Yep,
bless. I mean,
seeds,
plant,
yep.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is a great segment on Dirty Talk, man. Is there any shout outs you want to give? Any
Oh
plugs you
yeah,
wanna
man.
do?
Shout out to my whole, everybody, man. AOG, if you was ever saying that you was a part of this shit, man, shout out to you, man. Ruckomedia, we in here at the studio, you know what I'm saying? If you need anything, pull up, we selling everything, like I said. my brand, Earth Peace Brand, earthpeacebrand.com. You can go in there and get you some dope. We got shit for the ladies.
Yeah.
We got shit for the niggas. We come up with the kids. We got all that. Shit
When
hard.
Lil Motor drop.
The motor keep drop. Like, I got motor on the schedule. Now he with some other niggas now, so it's a little different. But I had that nigga on the schedule because the streaming service that we go through, it take 3 months to accrue. So if he drops something today, he won't see the money for it for 3 months. So I had him drop it every week. So after that 3 months was gone, every week he could cash out. That motherfucker cashing out $1,200. He got a paycheck. So you won't have to wait that 3 months no more. It's just every week. You know what I mean? But now that nigga got down, he his own little thing going on. So that nigga drop when he want to. But he still drop. This nigga got 1 million songs he ain't put out. You know what I mean? So keep that shit going.
So keep
Motor on the way. That boy on the way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look here, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with our homies. Come on. Know what I'm saying?
Be like, damn, Rucko, when you coming back?
Yeah.
Peace.
I know. Yo, fuck it, ain't no more waiting. Winning my only option. Fuck with the niggas throwing. My one concern is dropping. Your album full of fillers. Don't think I heard one hot one. My shit be full of hits. Boy, might think you watching boxing. You think you got the wave? Well, I'm the fucking Loch Ness. They told me I was losing it. That's when I fucking lost it. That boy be going hard, like he ain't got no options. You can't even focus on your shit. I got y'all niggas watching. I doubled up on wins, ho. I'm on my second window. I shut your whole shit down, and I ain't know I did though.